I think the Star of Hope arc in Boruto refers to Boruto's awakening. A lot of people refer to it as the part where Boruto finally embraces his destiny as the one who will eventually become the hero who saves not only the village and not only the era of shinobi, but the entire planet. It's probably the most awaited arc in Boruto because most fans who started watching Boruto was captivated by the beginning of the series. Boruto and Kawaki fighting it out on top of the Hokage monument, likely the final battle of the series and the battle that holds the most stakes for the ninja world. Two ideologies clashing, and whoever wins determines how the future of the world will look. This is where I think Boruto will show that he is the true Star of Hope. But actually, what is the Star of Hope? Where did it come from and what does it really mean? Now, the term Star of Hope refers to something that Tonari Otsutsuki called Boruto early on in the anime. He tells Boruto that his eye is the Star of Hope against destruction that will eventually come to pass. Boruto is the person who carries the hope, but the jougan is the power associated with that hope. You see, Tonari's wording strongly implies that Boruto has a rather special role in the future of the world. It's not just that Boruto has this powerful eye, it's that his existence and what he does with that power may determine what happens when the coming catastrophe arrives. Now, what is this great destruction he was referring to? This is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I will say, I definitely have some new theories of what caused this great destruction that Tonari is referring to. So obviously, we have two causes for this destruction. The main two reasons are Jura and Kawaki. Now in Kawaki's case, I feel that he is the answer that makes the most sense, because we can actually see the great destruction that he supposedly caused. And the main reason behind his actions is all due to Naruto's protection. We all know as long as Boruto remains alive, as well as the Shinju and Code, Kawaki will always have this ideology. I mean, I'm pretty sure their presence is what causes Kawaki to have this mindset that the shinobi system needs to go. And with Boruto fighting against Kawaki's desire to unalive him, I can see why, no matter how they manipulate the future, it will always lead to this future. This future right here. That means throughout every future where Kawaki survives the battle versus Jura, which is not many, eventually it will lead to him fighting Boruto. So in this case only, Boruto's Star of Hope arc is just a build up to this fight. Right now it's not really in our sights because Kawaki has not developed this twisted mindset yet, which I guess won't be coming until the Shinju is defeated. Once they're out the way, I believe this is when Kawaki will start to think. Kawaki will start thinking about the next threat that could emerge in the coming years once he even thinks about releasing Naruto and Hinata. From Ishiki to Delta, Code, Momoshiki, even potentially Akabe and Amato, all these threats are constantly coming after what Kawaki holds dear. And this will get to him, which will cause him to want to think. What caused all these problems? What's a common theme connecting all these catastrophes? What change can be made to the world that will fix things? It will all lead to him targeting the shinobi system. What Kawaki wants to do isn't too much different than what Sasuke wanted to do. He's seen that the shinobi world had a huge problem, so his initial plan was to destroy and rebuild. And this destruction must be stopped by Boruto. But at the same time, while that is a problem that will 100% manifest itself by the end of the series, I don't want to neglect the ongoing threat that faces the shinobi world at this moment, which is the Shinju. Just think about it. We've now seen the Ten Tails evolve into divine trees, or Shinju. These Shinju develop their own personalities and goals. Now boom, just because of that, the threat to the shinobi world escalates. And now the Shinju have become one of the strongest candidates for the destruction Tonari was talking about. But following the story for 36 straight chapters now, I've realized it's not really the Shinju that are behind this great destruction. It's only one being, Jura. Jura is the only one besides Kawaki who is capable of this mass destruction. And as we continue on with the story and learn more about Jura as a character, it starts to make a lot more sense as to why this happened. And I know what you all are thinking. Yes, Jura does honor and respect the village, so why would he destroy something that he himself loves? Well, I'll tell you. It all has to do with love, the topic in which he is constantly researching and trying so desperately hard to conquer. Love, which will cause Jura to bring upon this great destruction. You see, I noticed something about Jura. He cares about his brethren. He's not some heartless creature. He values himself and the ones around him, and he respects the individuality of the divine trees. Recently, he took a big step in realizing the true nature of this feeling. It's love. When he says this to Hidari, he experienced great feelings of sadness when he imagined a world without him. That's him finally starting to realize what love truly is. But the big question is, can he conquer it? Or will it conquer him? Love can make you do some crazy things. Things that you didn't even know you were capable of. Just imagine how crazy people would act if they didn't understand the feeling we recognize as love. We wouldn't even understand why we are feeling like how we are. And that means we won't know how to control or manage its strong influence. Soon to turn into something like Nikki from Obsession. That might be a bit excessive. Or is it? It's pretty obvious that Jura is really starting to develop some mysterious attraction towards Hidari. But we don't know if it's a healthy attraction or an obsession. That's what's really scary. And knowing Jura, and also knowing how strong of a feeling love is, I come to think that this great destruction is something that Jura is truly capable of once this gets taken away from him. As much as he adores Hidari and wants him to stay by his side forever, we all know that cannot happen. Hidari has to die so Sasuke can return to the story. Even if Sasuke doesn't return, Hidari still cannot stay in this world. That's the sad inevitability behind this. Someday Jura will be left alone to sit in his feelings and experience that great sadness. Sadness that may turn to anger. Anger that may turn into something more. Perhaps revenge. Revenge against Konoha. Something that Boruto and everyone else also loves. So even though it's not reality now, that remains a strong possibility. So that's why I said it's not really the Shinju that are going to cause this great destruction, it's what they're unknowingly doing to them. This is what could cause this future to happen as well. It's just love, and Jura finally understanding what love is. That's what is causing this problem. Love is the main theme of Two Blue Vortex. Well, the story has many themes, but the strongest theme and the most reoccurring is love. Love is behind everyone's power and awakening. Like Sarada, her love for Boruto has caused her to awaken a power deep within her. Himawari finally showed her destructive Nine Tails power because of love. Even Kawaki got a major power buff in order to destroy Jura. And you may be thinking, it's not really his own power, like he didn't work for it or anything. But remember, the whole reason Kawaki even wants power is because of his love for Naruto. It all has to do with love in one way or another. And Jura constantly notices this one trend whenever someone takes down one of the Shinju. He knows that love and power has some sort of correlation to each other, but he doesn't know why. It's because he has never felt the emotion. He doesn't know what love feels like and having it stripped away from him. You can understand it by definition, but until you yourself go through it, you will never comprehend the pain and suffering it is to lose a loved one. Even the threat of losing them can cause major power outbreaks in some people. We've seen it happen literally hundreds of times, even thousands of times throughout anime history. And Jura will realize that this is how he shows or awakens his true power. So yes, I do think this is a possibility that led to the Great Destruction. It's very feasible. But even so, even through all this destruction, we know as long as you have hope, anything is possible. And you know what? That is exactly why Boruto is the star of hope. Because it's through situations like these that you need to have the most hope. Kawaki's ideology, Jura's rampage, the one person who will come out on top is Boruto because he embodies the concept of perseverance. He's the epitome of having hope when things go bad. Through Boruto's journey so far, there were many things, and I mean many things that could have broken his spirit. He lost his sense of identity by slowly becoming an otsutsuki. followed by him constantly hurting his friends and family. He lost his eye, followed by him losing everything. Throughout everything, there's only one thing that kept him going: hope. Hope for the future. Hope that things will eventually go back to how they were. I mean, that's all you can have, because he has nothing else to look forward to in life. He's constantly losing everything. His master is slowly dying, his parents are gone, and he probably won't ever see them again. You see, something that stuck with me from the most recent chapters is this right here. Simply Boruto telling Sarada to never give up hope, no matter what happens. Now, it may have just brushed over many people's heads, but to me, it just further shows what Boruto's mentality has been throughout the last few years. Just don't give up hope. That's all he has left. So without it, he's really nothing. That's how I see it. But what if this hope is really a power that's been laid dormant in him for years now? A power that's most likely been given to him because of his unwavering determination and hope. That's why the anime kind of hints that Boruto wasn't born with this power naturally. It was given to him by some celestial being. This person in the anime is Tonari. That's why Urashiki exposed that Tonari did something to Hinata that directly affected Boruto. It's because he felt that Boruto was the one chosen for this power based on this hope that he holds on to. So it's probably not his DNA and genetics that caused him to awaken this power. It's probably more so his character and his extreme resolve that even Momoshiki had to acknowledge that landed him this power. So when Tonari said to Boruto, "You will shoulder the fate of this world," that right there confirmed it. Something that he is responsible for is determining the direction of this world. And the two threats that can change the direction of the world right now are Jura and Kawaki. These two characters have the most power to where if they wanted to, they could make great changes to the future. And the one person that would have to stop them is Boruto. But since Boruto and Kawaki are fighting together to take down Jura, I really think it's all boiling down to Kawaki being the true reason behind this great destruction, not Jura. And since it's most likely Kawaki that will cause this destruction, guess what that means? It means Boruto is going to have to go through a great development in order to challenge Kawaki's strong ideology and provide him with an alternative answer to his question. That's the only way to stop him, an ideology and resolve that's strong enough to rival Kawaki. And with this resolve, it will manifest into a power that will allow him to defeat Kawaki and prove himself to be the Star of Hope. And I believe this power will be the Jougan. It really mirrors Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto could only reach Sasuke when he was truly able to understand him. And not just understand him, but he also had to have an answer to his ideology. An alternative solution that would still bring peace to the ninja world. And Naruto was able to provide that answer through not only his words, but through his power. Sasuke even said, when two shinobi are strong enough, they can read each other's thoughts simply through an exchange of fists, without ever uttering a single word. And I think that's the perfect analogy to use in this scenario. That's exactly what this arc is about. It's about Boruto being able to find a way to get through to Kawaki, who is at the helm of this destruction. It's about him finding his answer. It's about growth to become the Star of Hope, whatever that entails. It's all to get Boruto to a certain mindset, a certain maturity level needed to take on this problem. So this is Boruto's most important journey. The only question now is, how does he get to this point? How does he find his own answer? Will it be through a prophecy he hears from somebody? Will it be because of a future that Kashin Koji told him about? Or will it be a dream? Similar to what happened in the anime. What's it gonna be? Leave all your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below and I'll be sure to give it a read. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video. So I'll tell you what, if you guys enjoyed the video and actually want to see a Star of Hope arc in the Boruto manga, then do the following. Like the video, also comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you know whenever I upload or go live for chapter spoilers. And until next time, I'll see you boys and girls later, and I'm out. Peace.